this is Russell Scott from scottcarvings.com, and doing another, I want to say COVID-19, a seclusion sanctuary kind of a thing. I'm going to do this little rabbit, very simple rabbit here, amongst all my other Santa Clauses that I have. Now this, I'm going to start with just a block of wood. And we're outside again, and there the dog just coming out, just made it so she just came out, and another guy just walked by, and everybody's all hot and bothered and everything else. I got started drawing this. I was doing this another day where it was just a little too hot, but weather was not as great. But I am going to draw this, and this is a. Did I draw that in? This is a 1 1/4 block, 1 1/4 inch block by 5 inches. That is 5 inches square. Oh, square, but I don't have the inches. The length. Oop, there goes my sharpening. 4 inches. 1 1/4. Ooh, just shy of 1 1/4, but 1 1/4 square by 4. And again, I will try to, as soon as this is done, I'll try to, if I remember, to put up the, well, I'm going to say pattern. It's really not so much as a pattern as from a block of wood. Here's another version. I tried doing it this way, but it didn't turn out as well because I wanted the ears to be back. And so I tried a block version, and I just grabbed a piece. I didn't pay too much of attention about the height. But the philosophy is still there. Arms. Let's make a bigger heart. I just got started. And then there's the legs. Put the legs. Now the legs are going to be, I'm a little disappointed with the legs. Let's get kind of started with the top. And again, I just want to round this, get this kind of started and round it, and then I'll come back. Start with the center. Am I still in? Hope I don't have to start from scratch. But, alright, let's start with the V tool. Clean out the heart. Now what we want to do is you want the blade up against what you want sticking out, and you want the blade flat on what's going to be cut down. Let's put a little bit of that in there. I'll put this in here for the little, I want to make it a little smaller for the leg. Anywho, so we're getting the heart started. The hands that hold it are the paws, the bunny paws. The bunny paws. And so how are you guys doing? Still secluded. This is, I don't remember how many days I've been in already. At least maybe even 10 days of not even coming out. I've come out on the porch quite a number of times, but I'll separate the feet there. But I want to just start rounding. And the other thing I want to round too is this just a little bit of this. Just put a little bit of a bow. Now I think and I believe that at this viewing here that Easter is over. However, I mean, it's just the only thing I can think of right now that's a small project to come out. I got my other videos going. Finished the drummer boy, and finished the little wizard. And hopefully you're enjoying them, or you're okay with them. I'm just going to take the corner off here. The main reason, again, I want to be outside is to get some outside sounds. I mean, it's the other way around. Usually I'm inside when I do my videos on a table. So I thought this was kind of more of a rustic outside version of carving a little project, trying to extra project. I think that's one thing us with carpets can do, is find some wood carving project. This is a good time to go down in your basement or whatever, and you find all those cutouts that you meant to, or even those roughouts. Same with me. I've got quite a number of roughouts that I got from other people. Like, yeah, you know, just at the time I bought, and yeah, I'm happy, like to have it, and then you kind of forget about it and put it aside. You know, I think that's just about the same as everything else that we do. I just want to just round this a little bit, not too much, just to put a little bit of, just a scoop or two around this. There goes the wind, there goes a lot of my chips. Oops, can't make this a total heart, because he's holding on to it. And see, we're just getting started. I like we can just get started and take our large knife and just start with the roughing out thereof. And then I want to take this off just to get it started, the head started. Round it a little bit. He doesn't have a square head. He's not Frankenstein's creature. Yeah, and that's the other thing too that I've been doing with some of the roughouts that I acquired from other mostly from Caricature Carvers in America people, and I've been doing some change up to it, add this, or sometimes I would take the pattern that they give and just put it down and create my own version, either my own version of it or something completely different. As a matter of fact, I got a few of the militaries from Floyd Radigan, because my dad was in the Marines, and so I got, actually it's his Army one, but it looks more Marine to me, so I'm going to be doing my dad in that. And then I got, was it Willoughby's, is it Willoughby's? Is that how you pronounce his name? The one with the gas station, and he's leaning across, leaning next to the pump. My grandfather actually, he was actually a police / detective, the St. Paul Police Department, and also on the side, he and another individual owned a standard station back in late 50s. Even though his rough out shows probably in the 40s or 30s, but still. All right, let's get going on. Now the ears, the reason why we want to get the ears going, well, let's give this a little round smoothness here. I just hate holding on to square things when we're not going to be using it. We're not going to be using it, so. Okay, same with this, just a little bit. Like it. Oh, here comes another brisk. Batten down the hatches. Whoa, where's your knives? Make sure the wind don't pick them up and send your knives somewhere. Okay, Pencil, another favorite tool, is we want to take a little bit of this. Where are you? You still there? Okay, a little bit. Off. And at the same time, we got the bunny ear coming. That was about half of it. Yeah, so we got the bunny ear coming down. And I was thinking, here's the center line. I was thinking about getting them kind of close. So those are rabbit caricature. So, and we'll shape it a little more later. And make sure we make room for the cottontail. And of course, a little bit where the haunches come in for the back. While we're doing this, let's do this. This actually comes like this, and then there's the haunch. And the haunch goes around, and all this is going to be kind of cleared out. Same with here, where there's the haunch. So the haunch is, yeah, just a little off. Just a little bit off. Like I said, all this is going to be cleared out. Okay, let us begin with, or continue with, the V. We want to kind of do that. Again, we're going to, against the ear, you're going to point the blade up against the ear. Now this is going to be virtually straight down. But as we get to the bottom, turn it so the blade is straight up against the ear and flat against, well, the bottom. Same with here. Now let's do this again. How does that work with that? Okay, now we got the haunches, the tail. I think I should make it a little bigger. I was just thinking about that. The haunches. Now this, I can kind of begin by doing this. And doing this and using the flat of the V. Oh, batten down your hatches. Here comes another one. Well, I just wanted to add a little outsideness. Like I said, we're supposed to be, our governor still has ordered us inside, but I think, I don't know, is being on your porch? Is that okay? All right. Around the head, just a little, neck, just a little bit. I just want to do a little bit for the sake of kind of like seeing where we're at, because there's much more to it than what I just did, but it's just to get started. And of course it does look quite chippy and unclean. Unclean. There, clean it up. Getting with the sharpening the haunches and sharpening this. To help set to do my time in is not only doing some catching up on some good time to do some Christmas carvings, so when Christmas time comes around I'm not too won't turn around and find out that I don't have enough Santas, which usually happens. So all right. Okay, now let's get, oops. So we're going to tuck its paws, arm in. Now it's gonna, we can't take some of this, except the thing is, I forgot, let's take this off before I forget, before I lose the marks. This is kind of like a scoop. Yeah. All right. Gonna round this just a little bit. Now that this is starting to get roughed out. Kind of see how this is working. By rounding the paws a little bit, just round them. Let's put a dent in here. Kind of a separation in where the paws come together. I do kind of hate that when I think I mentioned before, you cut it and it doesn't come out. Well, I said round the wrist a bit, because remember we got the elbow sticks out the farthest, which is about here. Get some more out of the, oops. In a little bit. Oh, we got two sparrows, we got 3 sparrows. 2 female, or 1 female, 1 male, and the males are disagreeing as to, well, you know the rest. Okay. Now we get this, separate this. Now I got one a little larger. We'll cut that down a bit. Not too far, I think I made it farther. All right. There we go. Now let's just kind of take the saw marks off and actually flatten at the same, flatten and turn. Let's make it more rounder this way. But I want to kind of hopefully keep the tip lifted. Same with this side. Let's take a little more off of here. Now, as you probably can guess, I am carving kind of quite a bit much faster. I mean, I want to put this all in one quick video is what I'm trying to do. Between the two is this one here. Need to thin the arm a little bit. Okay, get back to some comparison. Let's take a look at those haunches again. This haunch as opposed to this haunch. I think I like this one better because I want this forward. So we got the, where are you? Like this is going to go in. And then for the head, let's get the head going because we need to keep the head rolling, don't we? And shrink it a little more so we can have some more ear coming out. G-tool again. Let's hit those haunches. Again, away from the haunch, but into the belly. Twisting. Now, but as for the head, I just want to go in a little bit with the head, but not with the ear. I think we need to come down some more. I mean, we'll pay more attention to the head, but what I want to do is, while I'm kind of whacking away with one thing, and then by the time I get done with doing extra whacking away at the head here and there, then when we're ready with the head, it'll look better. We can see it more. But they can't. Kind of around the head. Oops. Don't be prying. Your tip will break and you'll be crying. Okay, getting there. All right, moving on. Getting there. Here's the thus far. Right, as for the haunches, like I said, I like these haunches better. I'm going to separate the feet a little bit. And bring this up and back. Bring this back and up. I want a little bit of belly in there. A little bit of belly. So we're getting there. Getting there. Getting the feed a little bit. Now I do want to take the saw marks off. I mean, you can see how really wacky this is. Right now, just once you get it out, once you get it started, then you see. Remember, we started with a block of wood, is what we did. And just a little bit of. Because the belly is going to keep going on past the legs. And so the legs a little deeper. And see, it's going to keep going until it kind of disappears. It goes, scoots underneath. I think I may have cut a little too much off here, but we can still work it. Underneath there. Okay, see, now we're beginning to see how the haunches work. Ooh, some more saw marks. Let's clean it up. Cleaning out the saw marks. Yeah, sorry for it to being kind of hacky. There we go. Now it's coming. Just that's what I like to do, is just like to keep carving, and that was one of the things that I had when I started carving, and that was I want to go to all these classes, and I go to these classes, and the instructor is going to teach this, like the faces, for example, and that's what I really wanted to learn. And anything else I could figure out for myself. I just didn't want to do what I knew. I wanted to learn. And so I would have to literally whack away at, we're going to bring the shoulder back a little bit here. I just kind of whack away at things that, I know and I could do, just so I can make sure I can get up to the point where I can do the face or the hand or the animal or the fur or whatever. And then I had to learn how to carve fast, and it is quite hacky, but the thing that I like about it, and even though you got to be careful, it can be dangerous if you're not careful, is that you can get a lot of more wood carving done that way. And sometimes people are, let me get the haunch here and get the pencil marks off, is that I just want to get to the next project. And that's how I learned how to carve fast. But in the process of learning how to carve fast, you still got to learn how to carve safely while you're carving fast. A little bit of cleaning here. So the front, except for the face, looks good. The back, well, that's what I did. I goofed up. Well, can we still, yeah, that looks too much like here. I mean, I think the ear is, that's right, that's what I screwed up here. And I think I gotta turn, let me turn a little bit because of the sun here. And turn to this. Yeah, but unfortunately when oh no, I don't. Is that it just turned out looking like here, and I want to make this thing right, so I'm sorry about that. So the back, let's start working on the back for a while, and then we'll get to the face. Now, if you could tell me what is a simple, quick project, I can do more of these. Well, if you want me to tell me to go back inside or something, or you like the outside, or um, I was even thinking if you like the outside, what the plan also was is that I would, me and the missus, well, she would go and read a book and go out to maybe a nearby park or woods or something, and I'll just keep going and carving in the woods. And I'm going to do a little bit right here for where the head is, so as to separate the head from the body. That's about right where it was. And I might be needing a chisel to get in there. I think that what might help is, remember I told you about undercutting from the last. Let's do a little bit of undercutting here. Yeah, getting in there. Interesting, I hear kids, it sounds like kids. Now I'm a block away from an elementary school. In fact, my daughter went there. And because it's closed, of course, but people are still, parents are taking their kids out into the park or something, and they're having a little bit of fun, and though they should be inside, but hopefully they're doing their social distancing. I will spend more time maybe, let's see. Remember I told you about using the edge of the chisel as a flat. Yeah, it's a flat chisel. There we go. That's working. Is good. Same with here. There. I cleaned it up quite a bit. Better make sure I'm still on here. Okay, we're going to round the butt. But I want to be careful because I think we still got some more haunching to do, especially on the outside. I'm just going to take a little bit of this off. I did do that there. But let's get to the tail. Pulling that tail out, and as we pull the tail out, I want to see what we got to do with the haunches here. And because the haunches do go back. Take a pencil. We do go because they come. Here's the, and it comes back like this. Pencil down, V-tool up. Oops, I got kind of off a little bit here. we can form those haunches a little better here. Oops. Ear got in. I got too much on the ear there. I could have to get our feed tool chisel in there. Now, this is very sharp this way. And here's what happens. I got to round this way like that. Am I in? Yep, I'm in. This I need a little more off of this. Off on this. More rounding. How do I do that? I had to down like this. Now we could do a little bit of taking the saw marks off. I think there's still more shaping I got to do with the haunches here. Haunch away from the hand, or the paw or whatever. Oh, I forgot to take the saw marks on this side. This off. Rounding. Saw marks off. And it's not too shabby. It is an animal caricature. The tail is not cleaned up right. There we go. I'm just gonna put a little fluff on it. Any way you want. Put a little cleaning up to do. Wow. And I do want the haunches to separate. We're losing the sun again into the shade. Okay, basically, except for the face, here, once you look at it for a while, I gotta get a nice little drink of water here. All right. Now we come to pencil. Now it's around in the head. The head, to the top part of the head is more round. No, excuse me, more rounded, or more thinner. Pardon me. On top. Yeah. Also, that I'm trying to not only the speed. I'm kind of. I think I'm racing the sun. Is what I'm trying to do too. There, now it's starting to look a little more like the way we want it. Let's round it just a little bit. Let's take the saw marks out of it. Now, according to this is where we want to be. Now, my heart is a little bigger than, or the carving of this, pardon me, is a little bigger. And I think we're still gonna have to take the heart back a little bit. So I'm going to cut this here. So I think I might as well do that now. The heart does have to go back a little bit. Get that to fit in his paw. Now if I were to round it a little bit, start rounding it, that would almost be the same as taking some of it back. Now again, it needs quite a bit of cleaning up. We can have the heart pretty big, or thick, I suppose, but not as thick as this. Now, are you guys keeping up with me? I think it's kind of unfair. I'm doing it kind of fast. There, I think we're getting it. Bring the head back around in the back. We are going to narrow that head a bit, though, quite a bit. There we go. We're getting, like I said, yeah, I want to narrow this. I want to get at least a couple of swipes narrowing. Couple of swipes on this side. All right, let's begin to round. Yeah, it's all of this digging stuff. So we will round this. A big digging. There. Rounding a little more here. Bringing it in like this. The nose, just rounding and taking the saw marks off and rounding here. Now we do still want head a little smaller. Upper head, pardon me. Actually not too small. Now I do want to take off more of this. Keep going. No, almost. All right, let's get some better profile now. His head is a little thinner than my last one, so I think what we can do is so the ears come up a little bit. Actually, we don't want the ears to come up. Dogs do that. I don't think rabbits do. All right. Hope to get this a little more cleaner. Oh, the crows are back. I'm getting to the point I want to round a little bit, and I think it's time to put the nose, mouth, eyes in. Still a little more, need a little more sharpness. And a little more cleaning, because I'm going to start putting the eyes in. Still a little more, just a little narrower this way. There we go. Like I said, cleaning up. There's a lot of cleaning up, but we're getting there. Oops, just don't look. Go like this. Sorry about that. Getting more detail in on it like it's. All right, pencil time. What we're going to do is now the eyes. I'll put that there for now. Here's the nose. Let's see how the rest fits. Here's the nose. It's a triangular, upside down triangle. I want to do this first. Make sure the nose is in. Now the smile, this is kind of comes down, and it comes down and back up. And erase, we're too far down. All right, let's begin with that. This, again, the V, blade up. Now here the V, this is straight up and down. Same with this here. This is just a smile, straight up and down. Straight up and down. All right. Now, knife. With the mouth. Again, like I said before, get the chip out of there. Get out of there. Is get the chip out and out of there. Well, anyways, is got 10 degrees this way, and 10 degrees back this way. Same with this side, about 10 degrees this way, 10 degrees this way. I need this here, ouch. Scoop that up, whoops. Scoop that up. then, with my V, now be careful here. The nose is going to be take the off in there, pencil marks. Again, a lot of little deep, lot of this and that. Just around it just a little bit here. Now it's a good thing that I did not put the eye in first. No more scooping. There we go. I'm going to do one of these eyes here. A little farther down. Oops, that's not in the center. Just get the shade out of the way. And I was thinking something like this. That was one of the things that I was taught by Floyd. Do the left eye first, and then you can copy the right eye with the left eye. And so what we're going to do is, I think I need to start using my detail knife here. And just follow the pencil mark. Just follow the pencil mark. Same here, just follow the pencil mark. Just follow the pencil mark. Okay, now like I've showed you with the other eyes, same here is, I'm going to dig here, dig here, dig here, dig here. Same with, we're going to dig here, dig here, and we're going to start rounding those eyes by taking out these little chips. And start rounding. Taking that little chip out. So taking the chip out. And just round those eyes. It's getting kind of difficult to actually see in the sun, if anything. Yeah, like I said, if I were to have like gone to a park or something, I would have found a tree, or something. I mean, sun is nice, but the ambient light is what you want. Nice with little or no shadows. Now, rounding the eyes, and so it's just a matter of keep rounding and rounding. pencil marks off. And again, I wish I had my blasted brush with me and clean that up. Still shaping. Still shaping. Get out of there. Anyways, there's a lot of shaping to do, but I'm getting to the end here that it's a matter of using your picking tool and pick out what needs to be picked at. And let's do this like I did with the Santa face. I always do with my Santa faces. Let's make this a little more rounder. And bringing that face out. Excuse me. There's a cut. So we can take a chip out. How did that go? I think it's this way. Same with this way. Let's get that nice shadow in there. Cleaning up a little bit too. Same time, getting that shadow in there. Now there's a lot of all kinds of shaping to do and cleaning up to do, and I mean it's a rabbit with a heart. Rabbit caricature. I'm sure there's other little odds and ends we can do with it. Okay, I mean, just a matter of kind of cleaning it up and making it look better, and maybe a little bit of rounding here. Cleaning up there, because we want the belly to keep going all the way down. Okay. All I am doing now is just picking here and there. Let's do a little bit of the same thing here. Undercut. And I know I'm missing the undercut here. A little more undercutting here is what we need. And again, I'm just trying to beat the sun here. I'll leave this as best as I can. I mean, there should be more. I should be giving you more on this, but it's a nice little outside project. I mean, I kind of had some fun with it. I hope you did too. Trying to get away from, trying to stay safe with your, away from the COVID-19. coronavirus, and hope you are staying safe and not going BS crazy being inside. But here you go. Other than these little cleans ups here and there, and okay, there we are. Oh, geez, I had this off for a while. I hope it isn't unfocused. So here we go. Probably was. Sorry. Like I said, a little bit of cleaning here and a little bit of cleaning there. Do a little bit of undercutting and cleaning at the same time. And that's all I'm doing. I'm just cleaning up now. I mean, there's no more shaping, other than cleaning up is important and getting underneath there and nice clean cuts. So it looks a lot like you really intend to do it that way. And to find the haunch here. Sharpen, so you separate the haunch from the rest of the body. The hind haunch. And so that is it. I mean, I'm sure there is all kinds of other odds and ends that I could do. Separate the heart from the rabbit up here. That's important. Separate the heart from the arms up here. If you want to thin the heart a little more, now I have it. That's it. Put the knife down. And there's all kinds of things I can clean it up with, but there it is. Oops. One more. There we go. A nice little after Easter bunny. What you could do is, the things that we've done is, Lynn is very good at creating things, is that like Christmas is putting Christmas on everything, like a Christmas bunny, put a, what do you call it, a Santa hat on and holding a present. We've done the other way around where I'm going to thin the top part here. Had another one that we had that just would not stay on the table is a penguin with a pretend Easter or rabbit hat, rabbit ears hat with a basket and with eggs in it. What the heck that is. I mean, penguins are usually associated with the Christmas holiday. Let's put all kinds of things together. Birthday present, you can anniversary present, anything. Well, graduation present too, because it is graduation season coming. And again, there is just so much to do. So much more picking, shape. Even the face could be shaped better, differently. Anyways, there it is. A nice little cabin fever project while I'm out here. Again, I'm only 6 feet away from the door, so I'm not, 6 feet's worth of not obeying the governor's orders. But anyways, there you are. Hopefully you can get you can make all kinds of things with this. A Christmas bunny, all kinds of things. See you later. Till the next time.